let's get that going then.
The robot was completed and it opened up its eyes, weighing 700 pounds and standing.
What's happening, boys and girls? How you doing today? Santa's got his sleeves rolled up for a bit. It's freaking warm. kind of warm. I'm cooling off. I put this thing on. I'm like, okay, it's not bad. And then like within a few minutes, I'm like, whew, this thing's kind of warm feeling today. It's kind of warm feeling today. Oh my lord, this thing's a little warmer than I was wanting. I don't have the gloves on or nothing. Anyways, what's happening? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Happy Friday. Happy 4th day of RimMas. Happy, hopefully the second tech issue free day in a row. That would be awesome. That'd be super cool. Sean, resub Rooney. Wait, I'm confused. Resub Rooney or I don't know. Or you just did 6 months in advance for the first time. I don't know. I'm so confused. Thank you, Sean. Oh wait, Sean, 6 months in advance. Oh wait, Sean from Tiki Dog. Is that what that is? Wait, is that Sean? Did I make you come over here? Thank you for the sub, buddy. I appreciate it. Morning. Doobie. If I made you come over, I'm sorry. I tried, man, but TikTok's I just can't. I can't try anymore. Not for a while. I don't know. It's gonna get sold, so maybe after it gets sold, they won't make me use that horrible program. I saw Santa and I saw the elf. Will the reindeer be here? You know, reindeer was yesterday. We did reindeer yesterday. Sorry if you missed yesterday. It'll cycle through. I'm gonna cycle them the whole time. So, you know, tomorrow elf. Well, I guess that's Saturday. So Sunday reindeer. It's just a little reindeer hat. It's not a whole thing. No Miss Santa. No, I didn't do a Mrs. Santa. I didn't. Sorry. Although that wig is Mrs. Santa-ish to me anyway. So I'm just, you know, I feel like that kind of works for it. I feel like it kind of does. But, you know, I'd be wearing the same thing. Okay, I need to pause that. Is that going? No, that's not going. Okay, pop that out. All right, we're good. No, but I tell you what, I did joke about having a sexy Mrs. Claus outfit, and honestly, I kind of want one because it'd be cooler than this freaking thing right now. I'm like, come on, AC, cool it off in here. You know what sucked is I came in here this morning when I woke up and started turning things on in here. This thing said it was 71 in here, so like it was perfect temperature. By the time the dogs and I came in and out a couple times, and I got everything turned on and I got dressed and all that, it was up to 78 already. I was like, holy crap. This sucks, man. Why is it so now I got the AC on for a minute? Yeah. I got the AC on for a minute. We'll try to knock it down a little bit. It is weird how the temperature shoots up in here at times. Yeah. I mean, I have them pushed up. I do have them pushed up, and I don't have the gloves on right now. I do. I could just this thing. There's one button at the top to like help keep it closed. There's one at the bottom, but I don't need it. Oh, I didn't do the belt. That's fine. I'm not gonna do the belt today. We'll go belt free today. But yeah, I could undo the button, and then the rest of it's just a zipper. I could just unzip it. Unzip it, we're fine. Yeah, it'll be perfectly fine. Only buggers. That was the last one? That was it? I don't know. There's been so many, who knows which one's which. Maybe this is the one, maybe it's not. I don't know. I put effort into keeping this one going yesterday, so you know, maybe we'll make this the one. We actually have we're not gonna starve right this second, so there's that. We do gotta get more of this growing though. More foods, please. Yeah. Effort. I'm gonna leave the glasses off for a minute too. do. Anyways, what's going on, Chad? How you doing? What's happening? It was funny. It was. I'm in the kitchen and I start ranting to little man, like not ranting, but like I start talking to little man, because he was up and he was getting ready to go to sleep, and so I'm talking to him or whatever, and I start complaining about TikTok's algorithm, because like it was annoying, like out of nowhere. It's one of those things where like the algorithm on that platform is just wonky lately, like the last 6 months or whatever, since I'm probably just this year since all the crap started. I don't know. Like they changed the algorithm, they swapped it out for another one or something so they could sell that one and not the real one. That's kind of what I feel it is. Because yeah, it's just different and it's weird and it's not good. It's not the way it used to be. Like everybody says it's not the way it used to be. And it does weird things, and even lately it's doing even more weird things. Like you watch one video and it'll force feed, like over the next 10 minutes, it'll try to force feed you more of that. Like meaning if you watch one person's video, like something new pops up in your FYP. So this happened to me yesterday or last night. Just this dude just sitting there like in a chair, like in a living room, just normal dude, kind of a fat guy, you know, 30s, 40s or whatever, just sitting there, you know, this phone recording, and he's just telling like a bad dad joke kind of thing. It was funny. It made me chuckle. I watched it, right? And then I start swiping and I get like 2-3 swipes down, not very far. And they're like, here's another one. I'm like, no, one was enough. And then I keep going, like a couple more. Here's another one. And then I get like 2 or 3 back to back. I'm like, what the hell, man? Just freaking. So now I have to sit here and just start swiping until they're gone. I'm like, man, you guys are, it's just dumb. Why are you trying to force feed something that much? Like, it just makes no sense. Why would yeah, it didn't used to do that kind of crap. Anyways, and then there's the other part of it where like if you watch a topic and then you watch a couple of that topic, even from different, you know, creators or accounts or whatever, then yeah, in general, it starts feeding you more and more of that stuff. So all of a sudden, the last 2 or 3 days, I'm getting a whole bunch of Linux, which I've never, you know, look, I love Linux and all that stuff, but I don't necessarily want my whole goddamn TikTok experience to be freaking Linux. And it hasn't been that way this whole time, but now all of a sudden you're gonna force feed me nonstop Linux. And then, but then some of it's like, okay, I'll watch it. Because like, oh, that one actually looks kind of interesting. And then there's the people, well, I've tried Linux for a week now and I'm an expert on this and Windows is better. And it's just like, you know, or Linux is superior. I don't understand why everybody's like, I don't care, man, shut up. Yeah. or, you know, just all this different stuff. And I'm just like, I don't need it, right? Like a lot of it I don't want. I don't and so I start talking to little man about that, and I start talking, and I tell him, because I don't say much about it around the house or whatever. But I'm like, I don't know if I've told you, but like I've gone back. I used to use Linux a crap ton when I was younger, or you know, before I started streaming. I'm like, I'm back to using Linux this year. I've been doing it for most of the year, and you know, and I'm like, in fact, that reminds me, I'm like, I need to teach you how to set up Linux at some point and just show you some of the basics. So if you want to do it, you can do it and you have some, you know, like a base knowledge. And I'm like, I'm not saying you have to use Linux. I'm just, you know, I'm just so you have the knowledge and know that there's a choice. And like he says, oh, you know, if you want to show me, you know, he kind of gets into it too for a minute. He's like, if you want to show me, you know, if you want to show me, I'm you know, because I don't want to go to Windows 11. And I'm like, Windows 11 is not that bad, but yeah, it's Windows. It's fine. I'm not gonna, you know, it's yeah, I get it. I don't like it. I went to Linux, so I'm like, yeah, you know. So at some point, and then I start talking to him about Linux, and like that got me to start going off on Linux, and you know, like the whole thing had started about complaining about, you know, me not wanting all these Linux TikTok users because some of them were just dumb and annoying or repetitive or whatever, right? And then so like I ended it, like I cut myself off because like I said, he'd been getting ready for bed, and I need to start, you know, my coffee's already done, my egg is done for my little taco, so I need to eat so I can come in here and start doing this. And so I'm like, anyways, go ahead, go. And he starts walking away. I was like, see, I told you, Linux users are annoying. Because I'm like, I wouldn't, because I did. There was a minute there, I wouldn't shut up. But you know, when I find it, it's one of those things though, where it's like, I don't know, if you have a teenage kid, man, you probably kind of relate. Like if you find something to like legit communicate and discuss for a minute, it's nice, right? Like you want to get, like, as a parent, I kind of get into it because, you know, so many of those times you get this, oh, you're dumb, dad, or you know, you're you know, I don't care about that or I know everything kind of attitude, right? Just because they're a teenager. So when you actually have their attention and they're like absorbing things and they want to talk about things or whatever, like it's, you know, it's a unique situation at times. Sometimes it's not an everyday thing. Sean, yeah, buddy. Morning, man. That's what I said. You're Sean from Tiki Talk, huh? You came over. I'm sorry I made you come over to Twitch finally. I'm sorry I made you do it, but it had to be done. Maybe because it terrorizes me that people have to share everything they think in public, everything they do. All right, well, I'll shut up then. Huh? I mean, you're watching a streamer who's just legit just sharing a story about talking to his son. Then you're gonna sit here and tell me that it terrifies you that people share. What? Okay, how you doing? I'd like to think one of the reasons people became regular viewers is because they like my little anecdotes and crap. I don't. There's a lot I don't share, but and never would. But I do share stuff. I'm in the thing with I had Linux for a week and I have to tell you how it's better. I mean, it shouldn't terrify you, but it is, it's that, it's just part of what we live in now. I mean, that's the only way I can put it. Like everybody's like, there's not, I'm not gonna say everybody because it's not everybody, but there's a lot of people who make content and want to make content and they want to share their content. And they you know, for some people it's really good because it's a way to just, even if only a handful of people find their content at the end of the day, it's still a way for them to be social and somebody to talk to. Sometimes talking to the camera is just a cool thing. Sometimes just talking to the camera, whether there's anybody on the other end or not, is helpful. So I mean, there's that, and then yeah, then there's the, you know, but it's a mixture. There's also the people who just freaking. I gotta make content. I gotta push out as much content because I want to be a content creator because that's what I want to do for a living. I want to be a superstar and rich content creator. You know, and some you can tell and some you can't. And it's just, I think that. But one of my problems with the internet is just so much is repetitive bullshit. But you know. There are content creators that I look at today and think, really, man, even you with that clickbait ass title? Yeah. Yeah. No, well, and that's the thing is, you know, that's why I've always sucked on certain platforms. Is I don't like to play the games and jump through the hoops and do the certain things or adapt to the current trends of that platform. Look at YouTube. YouTube, you know, and I don't knock YouTube creators. It's just a lot of them have had to go to do what they've had to change the way they do things or adapt somewhat. You know, Let's Plays on YouTube used to be the thing for video games, and now it's not, right? Now Let's Plays are like, you know, you see a lot of people who used to do Let's Plays stopped and they, you know, morphed into something else with games just because Let's Plays don't know, or they spun off a Let's Play to their own thing. And yeah, I used to watch Let's Plays. Yeah, I mean, look where I am now. Maharo 83 months tiered today. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back. But Sean, buddy, thank you for the 6 month advance sub, man. I appreciate it. And welcome to the bright side. Welcome to the less strict side of things. I don't know, man. Welcome to freedom of streaming. Honestly, people knock Twitch, but for what I do, there hasn't been a better platform available yet. YouTube's pretty solid, but it's only solid for certain reasons. It's only solid for certain reasons, and it's not solid all the way around. Yeah, it's telling the Santa Claus, it's telling it like it is. You got that right. All right, I gotta plant more food. I'm gonna do that before I do anything else. We only have the one grow zone going here. Only the one grow zone. That's gonna take a while to plant, but that's okay. Now I'll do that. We'll do that right there. This has got to be the heel root. All right. Well, somebody will start getting it. Wait, how far are we from 8? You're a 4. I got the hiccups. 732. Okay, so you're not that far. Whoa. You're the only one? Oh, I didn't realize it was just one. Howler's a 4. He can help, but he's not going to help with that. What is there to be wrong about dopamine? There is that science commentator guy who does that really in-depth materials. He's like, chemistry doctors. Last week I saw him post YouTube with everybody's wrong about dopamine. And I was like, what got happened to him? What is there to be wrong about dopamine? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've just never gotten into that. Like, one, I just, this is what I enjoy the most. Just going live and doing shit. And now, you know, setting up things. I've occasionally, you know, set up things or done things for the stream, and that just makes it even better, right? You put in a little work here and there to mix in, you know, to mix into just the normal live BS, and that's fun. That's a good time. I've always enjoyed that, and there's certain videos I've enjoyed making in the past, and I can have fun with some of that stuff, you know, doing stuff specifically for other platforms, but it's just. Like, long term, I just can't. I don't know. Haven't been able to do, you know, like, I enjoy it in bursts. Yeah. In bursts. In bursty bursts. Do. But anyways, speaking of things in bursts, I can't stop working on stuff off stream, man. I knew I was gonna sit here watching the football game and start working on stuff, which is what I did. Yeah, so that ended up keeping me up a little later than I thought I would, but it's fine. We're good. So much dumb stuff. You know what I love though. You know what's funny is I can sit here and order Santa in elf suits, on Amazon, which, you know, if I order something on because of what the account is, in how the original account for that was set up. It's set up with my wife's info, so she gets the notifications, like the email notifications of things being shipped and stuff like that, right? So I can sit here and order things like Santa outfits and elf outfits all at one time, you know. I can sit here and order stuff like that, and then randomly walk out and ask her if we have the stuff for stickers, so I can print this onto a sticker like thing or something like that, and she's just like, well, yeah, like she gets it. And next thing I know, she's printing it out on paper for me so we can test it there, and she's getting the sizing right for me, and it's just some weird random shit, and like I never get asked questions about this stuff. Like that was my thought last night. Like she's printing this out for me, she's getting it sized up properly, and I'm like, she hasn't asked one time what the hell this is for. Why I'm doing this, and I'm just like, it's just like, okay, it's just funny as hell to me. I mean, I know she knows it's for the stream or whatever, but it cracks me up because I don't know, it's just sometimes it's just weird, random, off the wall shit, in everybody just goes along with it in this house. They're just like, yep, Dad's doing shit again. I guess. I don't know. Do. Alright, we're gonna do we'll do a big old thing. Well, I mean, it's not that big of a thing. It's not that. We'll do a little bigger. Do a little bigger of a thing. Alright, there's potatoes. This might be too much. I'm feeling like now I'm getting carried away, but it's fine. Yeah, that's gonna be cotton. All right, cotton. And then do I do hay grass way out there? I mean, if I'm gonna keep animals, it's gonna have to be. That's the bad thing about this. So yeah, if I'm gonna keep animals, it's gonna have to be out front here. I'm gonna have to end up like walling this off or something. I don't know. They can eat that grass. Oh, this? Yeah. That's true. I don't necessarily need to do hay as much. I like to have a little bit of hay though, because you can make stuff out of it, right? You can do the flooring for their thing. You can, although, yeah, I think this was only a 30-day grow period, right? Was that this one? Oh yeah. I think this is only half a year, and then it's freaking winter. It would, no, because this is half jungle. It can't be. No, I think that was the last one. Okay, yeah, this is year round. Okay. I'm like, it's half jungle. There's no way this is freaking 30-day grow period. He's making a list, checking it. I mean, that's the point, Voodoo. That's the point, man. I'm supposed to be freaking Santa Claus. It's cooled off. I've cooled off now. We're good. I'm good to go. I can wear him now. We're fine. Perfectly freaking fine. That's pause. We're all paused everywhere. Good. Dooby-doo. One more. Yeah. We're gonna do. Here, where's the thing? Oh, wow. Holy crap. That's bigger than I thought. Sweet mama. Jeez Louise. That is huge, man. That is the world's biggest freaking fertile. I haven't seen a fertile land that fertile since your mom last night, chat. Holy crap. Oh wait, I just my bad. I'd already planted there. Yeah, we're gonna grow a little bit right here. Hey grass. He's easy when you're sleeping. Yeah. So by the way, I have this on today. I have this one on today. All right, which seems to be. Did you get turned? What happened over there? Oh, is it on? No, things are wrong. Did I not fix that camera? Because things definitely don't seem right on that. Oh, yeah, it's on the freaking wide view thing. Boom. There we go. There we go. I'm like, oh, wait, I'm not that fat. I know I'm fat. And I know I feel like making myself look fatter when I'm wearing the Santa suit. But I'm like, there's no way I'm that fat. I'm like, I'm not that fat, chat. No. All right, that's normal view right there. So these cameras, they default to, I don't know, wider view. I don't know what you call it. Just like wide view. Wide lens kind of view. Yeah, they default to that when you start them up, turn them on, or whatever. Reconnect to the software, to the image of it. Yeah, it defaults to that. I wish I could turn that off. I don't want it defaulting to that. But yeah, it defaults to that, and yeah, it does not. Yeah. It's quite unflattering. Unless you're at the edge. At the edge, it's when you're at the edge, things look normal on that view. Yeah, it is, because it's a very. Now I have it cut for this right here, this box over here. I have it's cut off on the edges, because basically even on this normal view, you'd see nothing but blue screen or whatever, and you would see over here a little bit more. But anyways, I have this running. I haven't had it running, right, because this was one of my issues the other day, and I had that whole thing where it was using up CPU so much, right? Well, I'm wondering if I just never noticed it before. The weird thing is apparently the longer I have them on, the less CPU, what it is this is just capturing in a Firefox window, right? I'm logging into, oh, that shut off the fan. I log in directly to the camera over my network via the IP and password, right? So I'm just viewing it in the browser. Now I don't remember it doing it before, but apparently it starts. There's this I'm using Firefox and I don't know if it was something that popped up in a recent update or whatever, but like right now on the streaming PC, my CPU is working at 50-ish%. And you look at the number one CPU usage, it's RDD process in Firefox, which is at like 30% right now. And when I closed the one, specifically this one, when I closed this one the other day, that went down to like 12%. Like it was like most of it was this, not the outside one. Most of it was this. Well, anyway, so I did a little test because I've been watching that now in BTOP, the processes. I've been watching that in my system monitor, basically, whether this was on or not. And I noticed that with just this one pulled up and on, I'm like, it's going lower and lower. Like it's just using less. Like the longer they're open, the less they use. It's when I open them brand new and fresh, they use a lot of CPU for some reason. I still don't understand it. I still don't understand it. What, that right there? This whole thing? Yeah, that is chat. Yes, that is chat indeed right there. Everything else is over here. This is OBS and stuff over here. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. So I'm watching it right now. So I have it on. Like I didn't want to turn that on because I'm like, I don't want my CPU sitting here running at 50% the whole stream for no reason, which is really weird because, you know, before encoding on a GPU was the thing, I used to sit here and have my CPU running at like 80% for a whole stream, every stream for years. Now I'm like, don't run at 50% the whole day. No, that would be bad. I don't know why. It's stupid. It's a stupid thought, but it was in my head and I didn't want it doing it. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. So I'm sitting there. I've left it on and I'm just watching to see. And it's gotten like a couple percentage points lower since the stream started. The frame, that picture. Yeah, I like it. I like the new things, man. I like the new things. I I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Like that camera seems to have just like gone to shit, which I don't understand. I don't know if it's a setting. Maybe I need to like go into Windows with it and maybe adjust it in Windows. I don't think I can adjust it in Linux, but maybe I can. But it just, I don't know. It seems weird. Like it just took a nosedive and it's always dark, and I don't get why it's like that now. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe last time I had it in Windows, which was during Anno stuff or whatever, maybe the settings got changed while in Windows and it kind of locked in. I don't know. I don't know. The Firefox AI thing is, so there's already, I sit there and laugh because I've looked at some of the, when it comes to Firefox, I'll wait and see. I'm not going to sit here and it's one of those things where people are freaking panicking and raging on the internet about something they just heard of. There's no further details. There's no, but we're going to rage and sit here and badmouth Firefox endlessly and whatever. It's fine. They first off, from Firefox made it very clear that as far as I understand, Firefox made it pretty clear that whatever AI stuff they do, privacy of the user is still their top priority, and they will let you just turn shit off if you want. Oh no. So like if that's legit and you can just turn it off and it's like it never was there, what do you care? Like what do you care? It's such a weird, like people, but well no, it's there. Okay, but you can turn it off. You don't have to use it. By the way, a little man has this deep hatred of AI for some reason. I don't know what, he just doesn't like AI. I'm like, you got to learn to live with it, boy. Like it's not going anywhere. I'm like, I know it's a bubble and it's everywhere and it's annoying. I get that. I get that it's annoying, but it's not going anywhere. This time it's not going anywhere. No, I'm fine with it, but it was one of my times to preach to him, as far as I'm like, look, it's fine being annoyed with it, but it's not going anywhere, and you got to find the good side of it, and try to use the good side of it and make it work for you, because there's a lot of shit out there. I'm like, it's just like the internet in general, man, right? Like the internet's a cesspool of shit. It has its bad sides, but you find the good sides, the sides that work for you, and you use it for your things. Dude, we're just gonna jerk off about it until the tech industry finds something else, and we'll get. Yeah, I think AI is a little different. I like the comparison of AI is more like the AI bubble is more like the .com bubble. Like they're everything's blown up. It's annoying. It's everywhere. They're overdoing all this bullshit. Blah 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 blah. It's going to burst at some point, but it's not going away. It's still going to be a big part of everything. It is. Like, when the .com bubble burst, we still have the internet, and it's a major part of our lives. Right? AI, the same thing's going to happen probably, or something similar-ish is going to happen with AI at some point. Yes, it's everywhere. It's annoying. They're trying to cram it into everything, which is stupid and annoying. Yeah, it sucks. But the prices for parts are going up and because of freaking AI. It's this all annoying thing. But it's not gonna go away. The bubble will burst. People will go freaking bankrupt over this crap because they got into the wrong part or the wrong area or did things stupid or got suckered by somebody else or what. That's all part of the freaking giant bubble, because you don't have a big thing like this happening and there isn't a good chunk of scams and in freaking grifters out there doing getting involved. And that's part of what makes the whole bubble worse, right? But so things are going to go bad for some people at some point, and things will get scaled back a little bit. But yeah, I don't think it's going anywhere. And that's kind of what I was telling him. Like, it's not going anywhere. I'm like, first off, if you dive into it and you work with it, just the LLMs and you know, like that stuff can be really freaking useful, and it can be a really good tool. Like it's not, because, and the reason that came up this morning was because of Linux, right? Because I'm like, because you know, I was talking about Linux. I said one of the good things about Linux right now is that, honestly, if you get in a big jam with Linux right now, you can just jump in and use AI to help you work through it. And he's like, ew, ew, ew. And I'm like, that's when I like went off on a tangent on. I'm like, no, you can't do it. Like, it's too good. Like, yes, you can search the internet and find similar stuff, but it's not the same. And so, like, working through some of the Linux problems that I've had, again, I saved probably days or even in some cases weeks of my time trying to work through some of my problems by using AI to help me work through that and come up with some suggestions for you know, what program to use and then how do I implement this and crap like that. And yeah, no, it's been glorious. It's been glorious. There are more. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord. To say we still have the internet is relative. Dude, you're on the internet right now. You have the internet. Unless you're sitting there telling me you're not you. Let's not get into silly little, you know, silly little side things here. You know what I mean? You're literally sitting here using the internet for something. So don't act like the internet isn't still around and useful to us. And I make a living off of the internet, and you know, so do other people. And people work from home because of the internet. So, you know, it's around, we have it, we still use it. You got to separate certain things from other things. You don't have the argument clouded because there's annoying shit that you don't like. I get that. But you can't let that cloud the argument completely and wash away all the freaking good that something does too. And the useful parts for you. They have the internet on computers now. Yeah. Until the overlords take it. See, and honestly, this is one of the things that I'm trying to get through with my son. Listen, you can't, I don't know. Like, my big thing is you can't get too emotional. Look, I'm human. I'll get emotional at times about shit. It happens. It's fine. Sometimes I will control it. Sometimes I'll let it flow. There's no rhyme or reason because I'm human. But in the grand scheme of things, you gotta freaking not let it always control you. Like at the end. And what I'm saying by that is, like, I'm a very anti-corporate motherfracker. I don't like corporations in general. Not this corporation or that. In general, corporations are scum. They always have been. They always will be. Because their primary focus is making money at any expense and any cost. And it doesn't matter who gets squashed or kicked to the side along the way. That's a corporation. That's a large business. That's pretty much what it's always been. Yes, there's some rare exceptions to the rule out there. But that's pretty much what it is, right? But even at the end of the day, you gotta freaking live with them. And you gotta find a way to, make use of certain parts of it for, unless you're going to go live out in the woods, and not many people can do that and just go completely off the grid, and not many people can or want to do that. Not many people can be Santa Claus just living in the North Pole doing his own freaking thing and then sneaking into people's houses once a year and looking at their moms doing dirty things while they slip presents to the kids. You can try to hide, limit it, outlaw it. It's here. Yeah. I don't know. And so like, and that's my thing with the kid is like, no, there's bad sides, there's annoying sides, but there's good parts. You need to try to highlight the good parts for yourself, make use of the good parts. And now with certain things, you can avoid certain things to do, but you can't just completely, you can't just completely ignore everything all the time. I'm like, you know, and that was my example. You use the internet. I'm like, I went through, like, it was almost the same goddamn thing with the internet in general. Wait, this is what Santa does? Yeah. What's going on, Bond? How you doing? I don't know. Look, and I'll say I am punk. Like, I don't just listen to punk music. I am punk. I don't like businesses. I don't like corporations. I do a lot of shit in my life, and I have done a lot of my shit in my life that you know, is anti-corporate or ignores corporations, goes around corporations, businesses. It supports, you know, small local things. It does you know, supports nonprofit, is a nonprofit, you know, does things for you know, people who can, you know, all that shit. But I have to pick and choose, man. Like, I still have to, I'm sitting here freaking, do you think I love the fact that Amazon makes this possible? Look, man, I don't like Amazon, but at the same time, I got to take advantage of Amazon a little bit, right? Because it allows me to do a lot of other shit. What kind of mix-up band we got here? You know, so, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, you like freaking going full extreme just is not the best option. It just, at least in my opinion, is never the best option. You got to adapt and make use, and you can do plenty of good while and you can turn some of the bad into good. We got pissed off monkeys. My bad. Whoops, that's not what I want. We got pissed off monkeys, Chad. I meant to go here. How many pissed off monkeys do we got? We have 2 pissed off monkeys. Okay. Those are our 2 pissed off monkeys. All right, they're coming at us. I don't know, it's nighttime and it's raining. I don't know if I want to fight this. Don't forget to use your free Amazon gaming subscription. Exactly. There you go. Oh, you're surprised? We haven't done anything so far this morning, Couch. You're fine. No, everybody's still alive because I've hardly unpaused. Okay. We got some rice in, I see. Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go. We'll do it. We'll do it. It's up to you two to. It's gonna be mostly meleeers. All right, where are these little man-eating buggers? Where are you actually? Oh, hurry up! Good Lord, you're slow. No, don't do the fire. Whatever you do, don't do the fire. Got him. All right, cool. Good job. Nobody got bit. Nobody got scratched. That was, especially in the rain and the dark, that's the best case scenario right there. Finish off that little bugger and we'll call it a night. There's it. I really do. I would have thrown my PC against the wall out of frustration by now or started to play something else with Randy Method. Yeah, don't worry about me, buddy. It's the one thing I'll love about this game in streaming. It's the one thing I'll always love streaming back in. Despite the amount of times that I have streamed this, despite the amount of hours I have streamed this game over the years, the still severe lack of knowledge in general, and I'm not calling you dumber, but the severe lack of knowledge about how I stream this game, even though I constantly say I don't stream this game the way other people do. The fact that people still don't quite get a hold of that and really understand what I mean by it, it just cracks me up. So yes, don't feel bad about me. The struggles are not planned, but expected at times. I'll put it that way. I know how, most of the time, I know how. Now, and I'll give you a clue. There are times where I'm like, that one's my fault. I meant to do this, and I didn't do it. I did screw up there. When you hear me say that, that is a Cringer legit screwed up there. He meant to do something. Like, I'm being full honest with you. When shit goes bad other times, it's not that I'm necessarily making it happen that way. I'm not trying to, but I am very much aware that I am doing a play style that will lead to problems quite a bit. I am well aware of certain things on that's how I stream the game. It's how I've always streamed the game. Sometimes I do it more than other times. Right? do. And it's funny because I've said that stuff I don't know how many times, but I don't think it really, like most of the time I don't think it's really understood. Which is fine. It's fine. It's like the people who come through here who have been regular viewers for a long time, and they'll make comments in chat on a regular basis thinking that they're gonna get under my skin because they're trying to troll me. They're trying to make fun of me for playing badly and play poor. Like on this game, you're gonna try to make fun of me for playing poorly on this game? It's not gonna sting, man. You're not gonna get, so it cracks me up that there's still people who do that on a regular basis. Try to make fun of me, try to make jokes about how bad I'm playing. I'm like, oh, trust me, I'm aware of the situation. Oh, I know what's going on. And again, it's not necessarily on purpose. I don't want to like, oh, I'm failing on purpose. I'm setting everything. It's not that, but it's if I do a certain style, certain things are more likely to happen. It increases the window for shit to go bad, which is fun, can be fun. And then there's times where maybe it's not as fun, or maybe we've done that, we've played that way enough. Let's tighten it up a little bit and do the thing. Now, yesterday, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the exact moment. There was one yesterday. I think it was with the last run where I legit did screw up. I legit screwed up. And I made the comment live on chat because I actually did want to continue that one, but I screwed up on that one. That one legit was a full like, oh shit. Like yeah. So and that's the thing. It was like the legit screw ups will get mixed in with the, well, I mean, I'm not surprised by that screw up being there. Yellow alert, R1. Whoa. Oh yeah, that's right. That got messed up yesterday. R1 ad break for the hour is about to happen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with the ads. Let me fix that. All right, there you go. Yeah, I forgot. I messed up that browser yesterday. Yes, but I purposely play loosey goosey. That's the best way to put it. There's times where I'm, I don't know, maybe I'm talking and explaining shit to chat a lot, but just letting the game run. You ever notice me do that, chat? And you ever notice that? Some people don't because they're distracted by the fact that I'm talking about something else. Yeah. Did you know things can start to break down when I do that? Are you aware of that? That's why there's streamers who will 100% just focus on the game and they hardly look at chat, or they look at chat every once in a while, but most of the time they're like just boom, 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 gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this. You notice I don't do that a lot of the time? You notice I'm sitting here and the game's running and I'm looking at you, talking to you, and I'm just moving around the map a little bit, maybe zooming in a little bit, but I'm not really paying attention to what's going on. You ever seen that? This is part of the morning we recap that epic game last night. Huh? I mean, we can. Yeah, that was a good football game last night. And again, let me stress, I don't purposely like have games. I would never claim to do that or want to do that. But there's ways to play that can get you in trouble. I know the game well enough that I know if I ignore certain things or don't focus on certain things. Yo, yesterday, that's what the screw up was yesterday. I didn't do the food. Like I legit, and so there are times where I do legit distract myself. That was my screw up in that last run yesterday, the one before this one, is I didn't, food became a big issue because I didn't worry about food too much. I don't know why. That was me spacing out, and I said that on stream. I'm like, yeah, no, I screwed up. I screwed up this one. I didn't worry about food fast enough for some reason, and why I did that, I don't know. Too many starts, probably. Too many restarts in a few days. We don't talk about we talk about that game because I was getting 0 points from 3 players in that game up until like the last 8 minutes of it, and then boom, I got a whole bunch of points and it was nice. Oh, thank you, Rams defense. Yeah. Psychic drone, low females. We're resolving geoeconomic issues. The pawns are all right-ish. Doobie-doo, a little bit of rice is nice. That's coming in. I don't like you. I don't like you at all. What are you doing lurking about? What are you doing?
Wait a
hanging
minute,
around here?
What? Whoa!
The Fan Yogs, 98 months.
Great men are forged in fire. It is the privilege of lesser men to light the flame. John Hurt as the War Doctor, Doctor Who.
Doctor Who? I don't know. Doctor of what? The ad break is officially over. Fan Yogs, 98 months. Thank you for the resub. Welcome back. This conservative ass play calling. What, some of the runs at the end? I don't know. Weren't they running fairly well against the Seahawks, though? Like, they had a lot of yardage against the Seahawks. I think it's great the Seahawks are so stuck with Darnold being good or trash. You know, Darnold takes a lot of shit, and I find it funny. In a not my Discord, in another Discord, I sat there and caught a couple comments. It wasn't a whole discussion or anything, but I saw a couple people comment, and I saw one is like, oh, he's Darnold's mid. I don't know why. You realize, being a mid quarterback in the NFL. Did you know you can win Super Bowls being a mid quarterback? There's really no shame being a mid quarterback in the NFL if you're on the right team. Yeah, that O-line was horrible, by the way. Yeah, honestly, that's the other part of it. I don't know if he should take as much crap for last night as he does, because that dude was getting hit a lot. Like, if you're not getting protected well, the Rams defense was freaking going through that line. Good morning, Genzy. What's happening? If you're allergic to Epic Games, don't forget your daily free game. Oh yeah, free games on Epic. Yeah. Mid quarterbacks win Super Bowls. They do. I said mid quarterbacks can win Super Bowls. I didn't say they do win Super Bowls, but they can. Yes. There's been multiple cases of mid quarterbacks winning Super Bowls. You know, guys who just go out and get the job done. Trent Dilfer. Look, I loved the guy, especially at the time, but you know, he was never that great. Doug Williams. I'm sorry. Phil Simms was not a great quarterback. He was a good quarterback. I think by today's standards, he's mid. Joe Flacco. Yeah, Joe Flacco. Yeah. Super mid. You zip it, you're crazy. The conductor. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely cases. Whoever won for the Eagles, you know, a few years ago. Who even knows who won for the Eagles? Some guy who never went on to be a consistent starter anywhere else again. Yeah. No, not Hurts. I'm not talking about Hurts. No, because Wentz didn't win one, did he? Wentz went down, and then what's his name stepped in and took his place for the rest of the year, and they won the Super Bowl. I just can't remember his name because, you know, I'm so good with names. Nick Foles. Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, Nick Foles. Yeah, Nick Foles. Super Bowl winning quarterback, Nick Foles. No, Alex Smith never won one. O-line being offensive line or a female Scandinavian name. It's offensive line. A female Scandinavian name. That's a new one. I like that. What's going on, Thrumbo number 5? YouTube. You have terrible news? Let me guess. City Skylines development has now been handed off to yet another group of developers, and they are kindergartners. Oh, Arc 2 delayed. I mean, hasn't that been delayed like 5 years already? I think you need to have Puka on your stream no, I wouldn't have Puka on my stream. I'm okay. I'm good. I don't need Puka on my stream. Yeah, no, please avoid Puka. Someone needs to give him social media timeout. Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing I've missed some of it too. I just know the one thing. But yeah. You're saying full social media timeout. I'm guessing he doubled down somewhere, and I don't even know about that. But yeah. Take that man's phone. Oh, has he been doubling down on Twitter? Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Brad Johnson. There you go. Brad Johnson, 2002. Yeah. I mean, honestly, isn't that still kind of a debate on whether Eli was... I mean, Eli was a good quarterback who won 2 Super Bowls. But I don't know if Eli's a great... He'll probably get into the Hall of Fame, but I just like... I don't know if I have a hard time saying Eli was a great quarterback. Like, it's just one of those things where, yeah. No, I said Eli was good. But see, here's the thing. Like, the world has a hard time realizing that things can be on a scale. You know? There isn't like, I hate like, at best the world likes to say, well, there's great, mid, and garbage. Like, that's the best you can get in a lot of people's minds these days, and I hate that. Like, either something is like all-time great or they're one of the greats, or it's one of the best things ever, or it's mid, which is basically you know, usually said in a way of saying it's shit without saying it's shit. And then there's just, oh, it's the worst thing ever, it's garbage, right? Eli was good. He's on that scale of, I think Eli was good, but he's not, I don't think he was ever great, but he was good. And he got the job done, and which good means you have some really good moments. You have even some great moments, but then you're also, you know, you have your downsides, you have your average moments, you have all that, right? Like there's a lot of really good quarterbacks in the NFL right now. That's one of the things that, like, I look at the NFL and I'm like, man, there's a lot of good quarterbacks in the, not great. There's a lot of really good quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Like, they're on that scale of good. Like, there's a lot I would put on the good scale, right? You know, they're not great. Like, I put Jordan Love there. Jordan Love is good. He's not great, not yet. Maybe he can get there one day, but right now he's good, right? He F's up sometimes. Other times he's average. Other times he puts the team on his shoulder and like, he can do a mix. But he's, you know, he's good. He's not great yet. You know, there's a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL that are like that. Like, it's just surprising, but you know, it's this thing of, like, you know, there's a scale. It's allowed to be scaled. Like, I go through that with games all the time. Well, is this game worth it? This game is fine. Like, that's one of my main things right now. This game's fine. Like, not talking about this game specifically, but, you know, I say that with a lot of games. Like, it's an enjoyable game. It's not great. It's not going to be one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to play it 3 times, and then, you know, because I'm a streamer and I can play, you know, 5 new games a week sometimes. Yeah, I'm going to play it today, and I'm not going to play it again probably ever. But it's fine. It's enjoyable enough, and if you want it, then I guess I go ahead and get it, right? Yeah. Is Eli better than Dak? Yeah, I mean, there's hard comparisons. I mean, yeah, I'm not. I'd have to sit there and go back and watch Eli tape. We get Phillip Rivers and Kirk Cousins playing in the same season. It's 2025, right? I would argue that Goff falls into that. Oh, God, Goff is definitely a good quarterback. Yeah. No, Goff puts up huge numbers at times with that offense. No, I definitely say Goff is that. Yeah, he's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. He's not great. Nobody ever talks about Goff as one of the best. We actually had this discussion earlier in the season at one point because there was a couple people in chat who were surprised that Goff is like one of the highest throwing. Like, he leads in stats, or he's in the top couple of almost every statistical category over like the last 4 or 5 years. But nobody talks about him as being good. Nobody's ever talked about him being an MVP candidate or whatever. But then Goff can have a 5 interception game. Yeah, but so can MVPs. The difference is, do they wow you when they do it? How often they do it, you know. Lions chanted MVP almost every game. Yeah. Exotic goods traders from Enos. An exotic goods trader incoming. How you doing? Don't start a fire, okay? I'm paranoid about fire. Paranoid about fire. We do need to get mining going. I definitely need to do that. We have food, so we're not hurting. We're gonna go ahead and do this a little bit. Dig this out a little bit more. Dooby dooby doo. Dooby doo. No, that's probably big enough. And then, I don't know, I'm trying to think of how I want this. That seems kind of big, but I think I'll roll with it. It's awfully big. It's too big. It's too big. No, shouldn't have done it. Don't do it, Cringer. It's too big. Relations with the Sky Flight Alliance have changed from 0 to 15. Tended a member. Oh, does that guy get up and he left? Oh, that guy left. All right, good for you, buddy. He survived. He left. He's all good. I've become slightly disenfranchised with grav ship nomadic play. So much of it is an endless grav core chase. It can be, yes. Indeed. Wait, hang on. Cancel that. Yeah, that one gets canceled. Potato blight. You're a jerk, Randy. You're a jerk, man. Wow. What a jerk. You made jerk what? Sammy's our chatter, right? Yeah. Sammy, go trade. See what the exotics got. See what the exotics got. I can sell the heart to him, and I should. I should totally sell them the heart. Now, what would I want to buy from the exotics? Anything? A telescope? I can get top-notch entertainment. My tribals can start looking at the stars. I use ChatGPT to figure out my CachyOS as well, just like you, but I realized a little thing about it. You have to force it not to lie to you. I just ask it, are you hallucinating again, every couple prompts, and suddenly it helps. It starts to work. I mean, I think the lie thing, it depends on how you want to define lie. With the Linux stuff, yes, there's times where you have to look at it and you're like, are you sure this is the most up-to-date information? Are you sure this is good? Because that's one of the problems, by the way, when you start, just searching for answers yourself on the internet, is some of the answers that you find. And when you and basically what you're doing there, Chilled, as I understand LLMs and AI, is basically you're like, hey, you need to think about this, because there's a difference between fast mode and thinking mode with a lot of the LLMs, right? And if they try to just answer as fast as they can, a lot of cases, yeah, they're just kind of skimming the first page or two on a freaking Google search and giving you what they see. And the problem with that is that some of that's just old information. It's from 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 6, 7, 8 years ago sometimes. And it's like, yeah, it's outdated, because it depends on what Linux issue you're trying to figure out. And that's one of the problems with just searching for answers yourself at times, and that's why it takes a while, or at least it has for me. It's like, well, I got to go through all this stuff because this is relevant, this isn't relevant, this is these are the top returns on a search, but this shit's all old. I need newer, more relevant information because things have been changed with this part of Linux or this part of this distro or this program or whatever. Yeah. So, it is, you do have to, and that you definitely have to watch what you're getting for answers. You do. That's why they say being an expert isn't knowing everything. It's knowing where to look to find it. Yeah. And that was kind of the point when I was trying to get to my son, is like, yeah, I know AI sucks in a lot of ways, but you gotta learn to use it. You gotta learn to, take advantage of the good parts and try to figure out how to work with it. And I get it. There's a lot of bad stuff, and my kid's gonna be, without me even trying, my kid's gonna be more punk than I ever was. But you gotta do it. You gotta do it a way that you're gonna be able to survive a little, man. If you're and that also goes by, if you're gonna dislike something, know about that something. How do you know about that something? You learn about it. You make use of it. You try to figure it out, and then you can hate on it, because now you freaking know. Assuming there's a driver or something. Yeah. I don't know what you're using and how you're prompting it. Like sometimes you have to give a full picture of what you're doing, what you're using, how you're using it, and stuff like that. That's how I've found working with it a little bit. Is you have to give it like extremely detailed information and like there's times where I've gone in. This is I'm using an APC Mini. I can't use that software. I need this software. This is the Linux distro that I'm using. It's Arch based, and it'll find a lot of that information anyways, but sometimes at points I'll correct what it was, what it is. Because if you just if you just jump in and say, hey, I'm doing this for Linux, then it may not even give you, how do I do this in terminal in Linux? Well, if it doesn't know what distro you're on, it might give you false information because, installing something like Chrome or Chromium in Linux, sudo apt-get. Well, no, apt-get doesn't work for me because I'm in an Arch-based system. I need to use something like Pacman or one of the, another option. Apt-get does not work. It's not a thing for me, right? So sometimes you gotta and that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't know everything; it's trying to learn everything for you. Not reading 15 pages of logs. I just paste it in GPT and write what my problem is, and bam. So I've used it with what's a good example? Most of these scripts I did myself, but never mind. The ones I'm talking about are coming up. I used it to help with a couple new scripts and to work out certain scripts for the Cringer Awards coming up. Most of the scripts that I have on the Stream Deck right now, I did myself because these are all simple and basic. But yeah, I needed a couple more in-depth ones, and I was like, okay, how do I do this? Because I'm not good with scripting. I don't know that shit very well, right? And so it helped me with a couple things. I had to make a couple corrections or changes or suggestions, and then it fixed it. But yeah, it's pretty good. It can be super useful at times. Oh, what do we have for books? Melee XP up to level 8. I mean, that wouldn't be bad. I don't know what else. A skill trainer for crafting, I suppose. How do I know what the ugly buggers? I'm gonna get this book, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna get this book. Yeah, it's only $220. All right, so we're gonna trade the heart, and we're gonna get this boogie book. Yeah. All right, cool. We got ourselves a fancy book to read. We should totally make ours. Wait, can I do that yet? I can't do that yet. Maybe one day I can do that. Are you guys almost ready to wake up? Because we gotta do this. We gotta fix this whole blight thing. There we go. Good job. There we go. No, don't plant, man. Oh yeah. Really? No, 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 not drop jade knife. Dang nabbit. Okay, hang on. Dang nabbit. See, that's why I hate it. God damn it. Just freaking just cut the plants. Just cut the plants. So is a guillotine on swordplay. Interesting title. Was that the book I got? Anybody pick up that book yet? No. All right, visitors. Okay. Yeah. No, seriously. What are we doing? You're reading guillotine on swordplay. Oh, for crying out loud. You're harvesting rice plant. No, you need to go cut this stuff out. I still don't understand why this game hasn't let you just do, hey, this one thing is super priority right now until it's done. Everybody who can freaking work on it. Like, you shouldn't need a mod for that. Like, stuff like this, they know damn well that people are gonna try to get blight cut. And yes, it's nice that they finally put in a select all blight plants for plants. That's nice, but you know, make it so they freaking, you know, take it seriously though. Because the fact that they'll sit there and plant right next to a whole thing of blight. Right? How is it you, of all people, you specifically end up rewinding all the time? Like you're the only one I ever hear bring it up. I think I've heard Mirjin bring it up once. It's always you, Ryu. Urgent cut. Yeah. It's just weird that it's not a, yeah. It auto rewinds if you pause. Okay, well, why are you trying to constantly pause a live stream if you don't want it paused? Like, if you don't want it paused, don't pause it. If my boss turns up with a question, I pause it. Oh, okay. I guess if you're at work, that makes a little more sense, I suppose. Mod view. Yeah, I don't think you can do mod. Yeah, mod view shouldn't have it. No, I don't think it should. Too worried about planting. Got it. Didn't even have to pause it. Look at that. That was some quick clicking on my part. I haven't clicked that fast since I was clicking on your mom last night, chat. He's asking you questions. That why you growl and bark at him. Teach him to ask you questions while the stream is on. Huh? Are you talking about his boss? Is that what you mean? Huh? Can you make diagonal roads in this game? Sure. As soon as I figure out how to make a road, I'll let you know. What do we got? We got no wood. That's what we got. Hang on, we gotta get some wood, man. Look at all these trees out here. I need some wood. If it's a boss that doesn't matter, I just take my headphones off. If it's a boss that matters, I've already hauled it forward and crow. I got you. All right, some of the potatoes have been replanted. That's cotton, right? Yeah. This we can't do yet. We're waiting for Couch to hit 8. He's at 771. And then up here is some hay grass. Wait, did I? No, we didn't get an animal. We just have the 2 dogs. Let's go animal on. I got an itchy nose. Itchy nose. Itchy nose, itchy nose, itchy nose. Arc 2 delayed. I mean, like, hasn't Arc 2, wasn't it supposed to come out like 4 years ago? Like, I don't know. I don't know. What's the state of the world we'll be in when that finally gets out? I mean, by the time Arc 2's out, it's gonna be dinosaurs back and playing it, okay? It's gonna be released so dinosaurs can play their own video game. All right. The solitary predator. Aurelia, predator of the Exodus Empire, is calling from nearby. Her guards were killed in an ambush. She escaped, but is now being followed by a man-hunting porcupine. Aurelia wants you to keep her safe and put it in your bug hole for a few hours until her shuttle can come pick her up. She's free to come to put it in your bug hole. Come on over. Who's gonna accept this though? No social, no social, 5 social. So Mr. Mason's puppet probably. But he's old. You know what? We'll let Bear Laco have it. That whopping 1 social. Let's go, Bear Lago. Bear Lago gets it. Aurelia joins from which side? Down there? Okay, hang on. Ugh, my nose is itching, man. You're crying out loud. Man hunting porcupine is on the way. Santa says no freaking way. Look at all the monkeys. Who did this? Who took out the monkeys in this? Did the snake take out the monkeys, but then the snake bled out? Is that what happened over here? Like, there's a whole battle scene over here between monkeys and a snake. Oh, as the music is quiet and the game gets real, you know, like it got real quiet in here because I don't know. I can hear the little one snoring, and it reminded me she was so goofy this morning. We come inside and we come in. You know, I get her inside, and then of course, their new routine is that we must go when we come in from outside. We must go to the kitchen. So she can inspect the kitchen, and then she knows that if we go to the kitchen, then I will get treats and bring them back to the rooms for him. So, you know, basically we go to the kitchen, she can sniff around, and then I grab treats, and then when we get back in here, then I give them their little treat, their little cookie. So that's become a new must do, and the world's not right if we don't do that. New obsession every morning. So anyways, we do that and we come in and I proceed to get ready for stream and all that. And, you know, I go out and had my whole talk with the little man, so they're in here for a while by themselves. And wow, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let you just get poked like that. My bad. Anyway, so usually when I come back in, I have the coffee. I'm ready to start getting ready or sit down and start turning things on. Usually either if she lays down. Sometimes she'll lay down at my feet, and then after a few minutes she'll get up and go into her thing, or sometimes she just goes straight into she'll just go straight into her crate, into her bed, and just lay down and go to sleep. Right? It's streaming time. I'm gonna go to sleep. But no. This morning she's keeps getting in front of me, and when she does that, like I'll start twisting or whatever in the chair because I know she wants to jump up, and I don't want her jumping up on me right now because the last couple times she's jumped up and like stood up on me, when she goes to drop back down, she does like a yipe because something's hurting her, which haven't been able to figure that one out. Don't know if it's her back, if it's a leg or whatever. She doesn't really do it. Like she's jumping, she's still freaking, even though I'm trying to get her to stop, I'm seriously trying harder again to get her to stop jumping off. She's still jumping off the bed and she doesn't react to that. So I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, so I didn't want her to hop up or whatever, but I'm like, what are you doing? What's going on? And so like I bent down. I'm like, you want me to pick you up that bad? I'll pick you up. Like usually she's not that forceful about it and insistent, especially in the morning. And she wanted it so bad that she even turned for me so I could easily pick her up, like, and bring her up. Like put both of my hands under her and her head would be facing away. Like I'm like, she's never done that. She's never done that. Like, here, let me help you pick me up. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, this is the easiest pickup ever. This is weird. So I picked her up and I put her on me, and she just, you know, and she'll do it on a regular basis, but she was just over the top with this one. She just right away just goes nuts with licking my ear and my face and just, I'm like, what is going on with you this morning? What is happening? and she just, and finally she calmed down with that, and she's just sitting there, and I'm giving her the pets and the rubs, and she's sitting, just kind of sitting on my leg, and then she adjusted to where she actually was standing, and she had one foot on each leg or whatever, and she's just standing. I'm holding there and giving her rubs, and she was just fine. And I'm like, what is? I don't know. You're being goofy this morning. I don't know. So she was over the top with that this morning, and I'm like, oh, let me put you down. I'm like, I gotta put you down. I gotta start doing stuff. And I put her down, and she was just like, she was content, and she went straight in and laid down and passed out. I'm like, all right, you big weirdo. I don't know. She's never done it like that before. Like, she insists on being picked up, but it's this weird after eating thing, and she doesn't eat in the morning anymore, so just her cookie treat. That's it. That's all she gets. Okay, who's on plant cutting? Just the two? Oh, I gotta send you away. Are you doing anything? You're fishing for me? What's going on, Revenant? How you doing? Is this a new colony? It was started yesterday. Meals rotting away in storage. That's a bummer. You catch me some fish yet, buddy? I'm gonna let you finish fishing, and then I'll put you in the shuttle. Because we just had more meals rot away in storage. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. There we go. One fish? That's why I waited for one fish? For crying out loud. Alright, get in the shuttle and get out of here, man. Alright, yeah. Bear Lago gets the novice title, all that good stuff. We'll put that right there. We'll put a little wall torch like right there. I want that walled off, but I'm waiting for them to freaking cut trees. which they won't do until they're done planting, which got delayed because of the blight and then all the other crap. They still got to go plant all this cotton and the hay. I don't know. We've done well planting this and replanting this and all that. It's a whole bunch of rice in there. We don't have wood for the thing. Here, go. I need you cutting these trees down. He can plant. You cut down trees, please. Thank you. That is how you will get better with plants for right now. Cut the trees, please. Little swapperoo, swapperoo. Yeah. People don't know that about Santa. He's big into swapping. Yep. He's big time swapper. Big time, I say. All right, we're gonna get some wood, which means they can cook up. Oh, they already got it in there. That was fast. Holy cow. Cooking up the rice meal, cooking up the rice meal, yeah. How come we have not butchered the bugs? Butcher the bugs. Undiscovered entity. Yeah, how come we haven't butchered that? We just haven't. Do we have? No, we don't have anything. Well, we have enough for one more bed. Oh, we have, yeah. Here, get rid of that. Howard can have that, and then we should have enough to make one more. Yeah. What do we have? We had light leather? No, I thought we had enough. Oh, I just looked at general leathers. No, my bad. Okay, yeah, we don't have enough then. Not enough. Never mind. Wait, what is this? What is this flying game that's in Discord? What is this? Korea IL2 series. What is it? Just a flying game? Or that's what it's called? Korea? Rare thrombos. Pretzel cam? Pretzel cam's... Wait, pretzel cam's on. I forgot it turns on automatically when you do that now. Never mind. There you go. There's pretzel cam. At least it's not as bad looking as it was a bit ago. I forgot. I took away control of pretzel cam from myself. It should turn off on its own in 15 minutes too. No, actually, I didn't use AI for that. That was just working, you know, because that's Firebot stuff. That was just working stuff out in Firebot. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna say that's one of the things I used AI to help me write the script for, but no, I didn't, because that's just AI, or that's just Firebot. I had to work out the things in Firebot. So I did. This is sleep time for them without a doubt. They know stream time, especially early stream time, is sleep time. That's just part of their schedule. Doobie-doo. All right, what do we got? You're making food. That's good. We need that getting done. All this stuff needs to be moved out. Where did I put? did I not do one? I swear I did one yesterday, but I guess not. Maybe not. Yeah, I guess not. We'll do one out here, I guess. Do a dumping stockpile here. I thought, I didn't realize I hadn't done an actual legit dumping stockpile. Is it time for Christmas to be goddamn over yet? A psych, if you go to my local grocery store, it is because, as I posted a picture yesterday on Blue Sky, they already have Little Debbie's Valentine stuff. Like, they're like, it's at the end of the aisles. Like, they're trying to push it. It's at the aisle caps or whatever they call it. You know, so when you're just walking past it, like, it's right there. It's all the little Valentine's Day cakes. I'm like, what the hell? It's not even Christmas and you're doing Valentine. What the? Like, I've never seen it that early. That's ridiculous. Like, yeah, I'm seeing freaking Christmas stuff in October and seeing Halloween stuff in September, I guess. But it's freaking, it's the end of December. You're putting Valentine's freaking cakes out. Like, it's just weird. I mean, it's just weird, man. Mr. Mason's Puppets throwing a party for everybody. For Valentine's Day, probably. It's less than 2 weeks from the new year. It is. It is. And then when Valentine's Day rolls around, you can't get any because they sold out in December. Yeah. We're having the party here, huh? Alright. Well, then you can just buy Easter stuff. Yeah, pretty much, probably. In February? Yep, I'm sure. Tis the good stuffs. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do this. It's time, I suppose. Handling, yes. Cooking, Mr. Mason's Puppet is definitely, Mr. Mason's Puppet, what do? You cook and you research. Those are pretty much, and you do animal stuff, yeah. The problem with that is, well, right now, why don't you go and handle number one? Well, what are you gonna do? Couch Lurker is going to, melee. Let me look at this. Plants, animals. Okay, yeah, plants is your number one thing by far. Okay, so planting one. And that can be 2. We'll leave handling on 2 for both and see how it goes. Right now we only have the dog, so it's not a big deal anyways. We'll see how it goes when I start wanting to tame stuff though. You're a 0, but you have a burning passion for it. That's interesting. I'm gonna put you at a 3, Bear Lago, just for giggles. Just for giggles. Although, would you get better with animals if I had you fish? Maybe I'll have you fish more. Maybe we'll see how the fishing goes with you. I don't know. Okay, so that should help with the plant cutting right there. Mining. Yeah, see, Mr. Mason's Puppet's a big time miner, so we need that and that. That's the problem. I have a lot. I need him to start researching, but at the same time, he's like my number 1 miner. Not that I can research right now. Not that I have mining queued up all the time, so I guess we're fine with that. I can live with that. Cook and mine, and if there's nothing there, then research. We'll be okay with that, I guess. What is your crafting? Your crafting's not bad. Right now, I'm gonna put you on 4 on like all of this, just so I know it's there and good. In fact, you're a 5 with a passion. You should be a 4 on all this. And Bear Lago's a 3 with a passion. You should be a 4 on all this. Cleaning. Hauling. Constructing. Sammy's mainly construction. So Sammy is, let me look. Construction, cooking. Did I want Sammy to actually do cooking mostly? Oh yeah, because you're my main doctor. So when it comes to crafting, I think I wanted you to do more of it. Maybe. Yeah, we'll adjust that as needed. But yeah, I'll put you on a 3 right now for that. All right, let's see how this goes. Who's a hunter? Yeah, that's unfortunately Mr. Mason's puppet. Which, why I say unfortunately, because he already had a week into this run, he already had his first birthday of the run, and he got a bad back. So yeah, no, he's already slowed down some. What's going on, Bez? Yeah, I'm just gonna rotate. Yeah, we're gonna rotate. So, you know, we'll do Santa in a few days again, every few days or whatever. Although I guess I need to make sure I'm Santa on Christmas. When is Christmas? When is that? I mean, I know what day of the month it is. What day of the week? It's Thursday. It's not until I keep thinking it's Wednesday. Why do I keep thinking it's on Wednesday? I don't know why I keep thinking it's on. Maybe because New Year's Eve is on Wednesday, and I keep yeah, it might be that because the Cringer Awards are going to be on a Wednesday. Maybe that's why. And everything in my head is revolving around that right now. That might be why. Okay, so Christmas is actually on a Thursday. Okay. That actually works out perfectly because then I'll be Santa again on Monday, and then I'll be Santa on Thursday. Oh, that works out perfectly. I'm so good at this. Like I just boom. I don't even plan certain things, and my plans work out perfectly. I'm so good, chat. I'm top notch at streaming. Cargo pods, crash nearby. What'd we get? Ooh, 94 synth thread. Have I done the high mate thing and forced anyone? I don't. Was that this one? Yes, Howler. Yeah. Yes. You and Howler. That's right. Yeah. No, it's a shifty one. It's a shifty one. You were talking about trunks, and then you chatted about cleaning and talked deeply about philosophy, and then talked a little bit about TV, which you don't know what you're talking about because you're tribals and you don't know about TV yet, but that's fine. Man, that little one is a snoring machine this morning. Goodness. Doobie 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 doo, doobie doo, doobie doo. That's Christmas Eve, heathen. What? Christmas is on Wednesday because Christmas is the 24th. No, Christmas is the 25th, my friend. That would be Thursday. My head revolves around getting a bowl of beans for breakfast. Enjoy your bowl. Wait, a bowl of what kind of beans? When you say beans, do you mean like jelly beans? Because I don't know. I'm trying to think of beans you would have for breakfast. I'm leaning towards jelly beans. This is the one where the two huskies were banging right away in the ruins that were right here while I was fighting the bugs down here and clearing them out. Yes. So we're gonna have puppy. Yes. The female husky, whose name is Homie, she is currently pregnant. Yes. Late stage too, so any minute, any minute. Alpacas join. Oh my. How many alpacas? 2? The problem with that is I don't have wood to, yeah, it's gonna take a while until I have wood to make a fence. I guess I could try to get steel to make a steel fence, but that just, yeah, maybe. Should we do it? No, because there was no steel around here. Yeah, that was the issue. If I want steel, there's no steel showing on the edge of this whole thing until you get like way down here, right? And then the only other thing is way over here, and I don't want to freaking go. Yeah, there's bugs there. There's a bunch of steel like right in here. There's steel right here. Yeah, no, steel's kind of shifty on this map too. Steel and wood. Red beans with andouille, sausage, and jalapeno, slow cooked in beer. I mean, okay. It sounds good. I'm not saying it doesn't sound good. It just doesn't sound very breakfasty to me, okay? I'd say jelly beans are more breakfasty. Do you deliver in Delaware? Can I use spacer tech synthetic fabric designed for making ordinary clothes? Soft, light, strong, and insulates well. Yuppers. I need steel for that. No, I need wood for that. Well, so far, this is not getting a whole lot of wood chopping done. No. I might have to get somebody else involved in this, like Bear Lago. See if we can get him cutting some plants. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we got some wood from somewhere, though. GG. All right, let's start with complex. In this case, stone cutting, because I'm going to need the stones to make freaking anything at this point, since steel and wood is a pain in the butt. What's going on, Marlboro man? How you doing? Oh, by the way, I got, hang on just a second. I'm going to go right here and grab something. I forgot, I need to do something. I had that over there just for this. Okay. I gotta be full Santa, so let me eat a cookie. There we go. Now I'm Santa. I don't like milk, so I'm not doing that. I got coffee though. Sorry, I can't go full Santa, man. Santa drinks. Yellow alert, by the way. Our one ad break for the hour is about to happen. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with the ads. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the things. Thanks for keeping the stream going. Yeah, well, it looks like we're gonna lose that alpaca. Oh well, they were free. Milk was a very bad drink of choice for Santa. Wait, where did I put the thing, man? Uh-oh. Oh. Who else do you think how else do you think he stays up for 24 hours exactly? Good question. All right, we got rice coming in again. It's weird how it's like right down the middle. The bad part about mining is also the good part about mining. And that's all these freaking rocks that you get sitting around. Holy crikeys, are they annoying. So, y'all move those things out of there, would you? I mean, it might be part of it's regional, part of it's just different family. You know, the different families do different things. As far as like when they celebrate Christmas and celebrate presents and stuff like that. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine that you celebrate it on the 24th. There's nothing wrong with that. But it doesn't make it the day. It's still Christmas Eve. You celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve. Okay, that's fine. But it doesn't make it Christmas. Okay. I will die on this hill. Christmas is still the 25th. Not that I care. I'm not, but you know, I'm just saying. I don't care because it offends me if you say it's another day. I care because that's the day and it's got to be correct. You got to have the correct days on the correct days, okay? It's supposed to be the 25th. It's the 25th, okay? You can't be mixing it up because then that'll just screw me up. And then next thing you know, I'm sitting here and like, hey, today's 5. What do you mean, Cringer? I don't know. That's just what today is called. It's 5. I got all messed up because somebody changed the Christmas one year, and then now I don't know what day is what and what days even mean. I'm freaking confused. So you can't do that to me. Can't we start using color instead? Do. It's 5 day, chat. Yeah, 5. Surely we have 365 colors. Oh yes, most definitely. It's a red, white day. Oh, I gotta move all these ones out too. Dang nabbit. Forgot we still have all these. I should put a door over here. Although I don't really want to. But I should. We're researching. Good job, Mr. Mason's puppet. Would you like a stool? No, we don't have anything to make a stool out of. Son of a bitch. Okay, hurry up and research those stone bricks so we can make you a stone stool. Thank you. No. 24th is the correct day for what? See, you gotta understand, there's no argument or disagreement about when you choose to celebrate something. But celebrating it on that day doesn't mean that that is that day. Right? The day of Christmas is the 25th no matter what. Doesn't matter if you celebrate it today or the 24th or what. See, there's two different arguments going on. Oh shit. Fire in the grassland is bad, chat. Where's my thing? Yeah, but it's grassland. It's never gonna stop. That's the thing. It doesn't stop. it just keeps spreading and spreading until there's no more grassland. There you go, Reaper. There you go. You can do that one. I mean, the obviously the 25th starts at different times of the day. Yes. Need rain? I mean, yeah, but I mean, I do. Okay, I don't have a rain dance. Okay, are you guys gonna walk straight through? You gonna walk right through there? No. Okay. Oh, you're gonna go down through here. No. No, you're just gonna walk into it and get burned. What are you doing, you dorks? You know you can go around, right? I mean, maybe that needs to be fixed a little bit. That's not the best thing to see. Torrential rain. Oh, that'll help. Heavy rain is beginning to pour from the sky. It will cause temporary flooding around bodies of water. Build barriers to prevent floodwater from spreading. When you say bodies of water, you mean bodies of water not in the caves, right? Or are my caves about to flood? Now, this is technically a body of water. This and this and this, so we might have flooding. I'm curious to see what we get for flooding, but that will put out the fire. That is huge. That is huge for us. That saves this whole area. Nope, you don't need to do that now. We're getting torrential rain. That is yeah. Now we just got to see if we get any bad flooding. So yeah, we're not gonna burn up. Now we just might flood in our house. I don't know. On wetlands, it's so intense, the entire map. Oh yeah, I can see that because everything's a body of water everywhere. Yeah, no, wow, that'd be a mess, man. That would be a mess. What do you got? You got nothing. You got nothing. You want this pila? Well, no, we'll keep it just in case. Take the wake up. I don't want the wake up around. I'll take your fancy medicine though. My machine is like, hold up, this is a lot. I turn away for 2 seconds to work and the puppies happen. Wait, the puppies happened? I didn't even notice the puppies. So much other stuff happened. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do have the puppy. Husky Puppy 1. And where's Husky Puppy 2? Husky Puppy 2. Okay. What shall we name the puppies? What shall we name them? This is a girl puppy. I don't know what the other one is. I didn't check. We have one boy puppy, one girl puppy. What shall we name the puppies? Frickin' frack. All right. Frickin' frack. Boom, bada, boom, boom. We'll go ahead and start training them. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to cue that up. We'll go ahead and do it. Steve, both of them. It's a lot of rain. That's a lot of rain. Visitors from Enos are leaving. All right, see you later, hosers. I do need to hunt something at some point. There's nothing good to hunt. We'll hunt the ibexes. Those will be good. There are ways out there. Although during a torrential rain, it's probably not the best time to queue up hunting, but whatever. Still need to do it. I need the leather. I wanted the leather. The leather will be good. The leather will be good. I gotta glove it up again. Do I have coffee left? A little bit. I do have a little bit of coffee left. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, chat. Did you know? I don't know if I've mentioned this or not. I don't think I have. Did you know that on the 31st is the 8th annual Cringer Awards? I don't know if I've mentioned that. I just thought maybe I'd mention that. Did you know I'm super excited for it this year? Have I mentioned that? Have I mentioned that we're gonna have actual game trailers from devs who like reached out and said, yes, we would like our trailer played on your show. Oh, hey, let us even make something just for you. Like a couple of them have done that. Like, let us make something just for the Cringy Awards. That's freaking cool, man. And some are like, we just made this trailer like a week ago. Nobody's seen it, trust me. Yeah. Trust me, bro. No, yeah, I am dead honest when I say you're gonna discover new games. You're gonna discover new games. There's a couple few that you will have heard of, I'm sure, because of where they come from. But then a lot of them. Because I mean, the way it is right now, we're probably gonna. I gotta start scheduling that, and like this is like a first. I'm gonna have to schedule roughly, not strict, but like roughly schedule a flow of how I want the show done. Usually it's just like, hey, let me jump on and I'll go through the awards. Here's my list. I'll just go through them one at a time, and you know, I have the things set up for it, and I can have that on screen as I go through each one. But now I'm like, okay, well, now I gotta put in. I gotta figure out where I want trailers, and like, I gotta produce a show. What the frack? Kind of, sorta, right?
Wait a minute, what? Whoa!
Sponsor segments? No. There's no sponsors. No. There's nothing sponsored about this. This is all devs that they're all indie devs. And they're all devs who, you know, like a lot of them are thanking me for doing this. And I'm like, are you shitting me? Thank you, man. Like, thank you. What are you talking about? Like, so it's this weird thing of like, they're like, thank you for doing this. Thank you. And I'm like, no, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. You know, because they're indie devs. There's some like, I think a couple of them are first games. Like their first games. They're their first games on their own as an indie dev. So there's at least a few of those. Yeah. There's honestly quite a bit of them are not released games. Some of them are released games or maybe in early access already, but a lot of them they're coming out in 2026. So they're like, hey, yeah. So it's